What is going on, my beautiful brothers and sisters, fellow radiators of love? My name is Jamal Pope, aka J Fenixx, and this is going to be the tarot reading for the Sagittariuses in the building, my fellow Saggies, the dragons of the zodiac. This is going to be your tarot reading for July 2023. I'm going to draw some cards here, take a look at some oracle cards to give you an overall reading for what you can expect to experience in July. But first, what is the dominant energy that you actually are bringing into this month? Well, we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So there's definitely this element of letting go. The Four of Pentacles upright normally would be like this sort of element where you're kind of holding on to something. This is actually a let go moment going into July. So there's something that you are letting go of going into this month, right? Let's see what we have for like that first week's energies primarily. What do we have going on? Well, we actually have the Chariot card, Sagittarius. This is actually a very beautiful card. There's definitely some sort of element of victory and winning here. You're saying yes to something, but you're also simultaneously saying no to something else with that Four of Pentacles being in reverse. So it's like you have to let go of something in order to receive something else and to actually achieve this level of victory and actually arrive at the place that you're wanting to arrive at. So definitely a very interesting way to start off. Let's see what we have going on into that second week. Yeah, we have the Six of Swords in reverse here too. Sagittarius, you probably have been mentally wanting to escape a certain situation for a long time. I think this is where you finally have to confront something. Maybe confront someone, but there's definitely this element where there's a part of you that wants to kind of get away, and maybe that's actually what you are actually moving on from, what you're having to release. You're having to release this whole idealization of getting away from a certain situation because you think the grass is going to be greener on the other side. Now, going into that third week, we have the Ace of Cups in reverse. So with all these reversal cards, and now that we have the Ace of Cups, there's definitely going to be something that's kicking off with this energy. I'm really feeling that this has a lot to do with the fact that we do have the Lionsgate that happens at the end of the third week. It's going to be on a Saturday, the 22nd. There's going to be a lot of intense energies going on. So this Ace of Cups in reverse, you are definitely looking for a new emotional expression. You're looking for some renewal when it comes to that energy, but there are some hangups here. There's something that's holding you back. Let's get some more clarity. We have the Wheel of Fortune reverse. Yeah, you're definitely going around in circles right now. You are caught in some sort of pattern and some type of loop, and it's keeping you from actually succeeding. It's keeping you from actually arriving at your destination, or maybe you feel like you should have already been at this destination by now. And maybe this has something all to do within your mind and realizing that you're not just going to get to this place, this magical land overnight. You are stuck in some type of loop. There's a refusal to kind of let go of some things, and there's this sort of obsession with wanting to get away and wanting to escape and to go somewhere else because you think it might be different. I'm gonna draw a few more cards just to kind of see. So that's gonna be like kind of like your week at a glance. Week 1, that Chariot card. Week 2, the Six of Swords. Week 3, Ace of Cups, and then week 4 we have the Wheel of Fortune. Of course, those last 3 cards are reversed. So let's see, how are you going to overcome the challenges? Well, this is the Seven of Cups in reverse. Yeah, so you have to make a decision. I'm hearing that you really don't even have a choice, Sagittarius. It's almost like the universe has already given you the clues, and you don't really have a choice in the matter. It's like it's time for you to move forward. It's time for you to make a decision. The way that you're going to overcome this is by actually, I think Sagittarius, you have so much choice right now. You feel like there's so much choice right now, and maybe that has actually paralyzed you in a way to where you feel like you can't actually move forward. But the fact that this is reversed, it's like this is actually the illusion of choice. The fact of the matter is that you've already been given a lot of the clues. You've already been given pretty much everything that you need. It's just you have to alter your perspective on it, right? Now, when it comes to sort of like the fiery energy in your life, the passion, love, creative projects, we have the Page of Cups in reverse. So some of you guys may be dealing with the water sign, probably a more youthful water sign. So like a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, anyone that that's youthful. But this is, of course, like a initiation kind of energy. But with this being reversed, this individual, this could be someone that may actually be inspired by you, but maybe you're wondering whether or not you can be a good role model for this person. This thing can come across multiple ways. This can also be even just within yourself. There could be this element where you are wanting to initiate some type of new like emotional clarity. That's why I said we have that Ace of Cups in reverse. I believe that you will start to get that emotional clarity after that Lionsgate. But there's a lot of energy going on that day, a lot of crazy energy going on that day. We'll be covering that, of course, in later videos. But when it comes to like this fiery, passionate energy, there's probably going to be this individual to you that may kind of rub you the wrong way, at first. But I think it's just going to be I think they just have like a bit of naivety to them. I'm not hearing that's really anything like malicious. I don't think this is someone that really means any harm to you. This could just be someone that may even see that you're kind of going through it this month, may even see that you're having difficulty letting stuff go, and they're going to provide like this alternate perspective for you. Now, when it comes to the earthly energies, so your finances, when it comes to your values, what keeps you solid in your life, we have the 10 of Cups. Wow. It's interesting too with this. I really feel like the 10 of Cups is a beautiful card, but it can also be a bit of an illusion as well, where like interesting enough, like maybe everything seems like it's nice, or it's sort of like this masquerade, but then behind the curtain, it's actually not as great as we think it is. It's like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and you realize that the Oompa Loompas were like slave laborers or something like that. But the fact that this happens in the Earth spot, it means that I think it's going to be through being secure emotionally, is really what's going to get you through this time. This also can be a moment, especially like with finances. Some of you guys may come into some nice change, some nice extra income this month, or maybe this could be, I'm not going to say like, I don't think this is really lottery type stuff. If like the Wheel of Fortune had popped up in this spot, maybe, but not even then. The Wheel of Fortune doesn't necessarily always mean that you should just go play the lottery too. Besides, we had the Wheel of Fortune in reverse for that last week too. So you're going to realize by the end of the month that you are stuck in some sort of pattern. And so far, the only upright cards that we have is the Chariot card and the 10 of Cups. So let's keep going. Let's see what's actually uncovering here. Now, when it comes to the air-like energy, when it comes to relationships and communication and that sort of stuff, we have the Page of Wands upright. So, yeah, there's definitely this element I am feeling where, and you see his tunic has all these like lizards on it. So there's definitely a transformative quality that's going to come through the conversations and the communication that you have. Some of you guys are going to be this is funny. We get two pages. We got one that's a Cups and one that's Wands. That water, more feminine energy is reverse, and then you have that Page of Wands energy, which is upright. I'm hearing that you really should pay attention to Mars, being that, of course, Mars is going to start the month, and it's going to be in Leo, which is going to be your 9th house, right? It's going to move into Virgo, which would be your 10th house, which is very important. Not only that, but Mars, what it rules over Aries, the North Node is coming into that spot. This Page of Wands is going to be it's going to be a person or a conversation that kind of lets you know to truly embrace who you are and to stand on that. Whatever it is that you're needing to let go of, whatever it is that you feel like you need to escape, whatever kind of pattern or loop that you're stuck in that's not really having you feel the emotional fulfillment and stuff like that, that's kind of blocking you from getting to this point and actually feeling this on like a physical level, it has to do with it's a mindset shift. I'm hearing that you're not really being who you truly are with that Page of Wands in reverse. And upright, it's going to teach you. So someone's going to come along, you're going to have a conversation, you're going to have some sort of thought, some sort of epiphany, probably, like I said, with that whole, Lionsgate, Sun coming into Leo after opposing Pluto, and then Venus retrograding in that spot. We'll get to that in another video, but there's definitely going to be some sort of epiphany that happens somewhere in the 3rd week, and you're going to realize the kind of loop that you've been in. Now, when it comes to water, when it comes to your emotions, we have the card of the Queen of Wands in reverse. Yeah, so I think that's what this is. We have the Queen of Wands and you have the Page of Wands, but the Queen of Wands being in reverse, she's pretty much telling the page that he has to figure it out. There's this element here where we're kind of wanting someone to kind of either do the work for us or to give us all the answers. Like the page of like the Queen of Wands in reverse is telling, like she's telling her son, it's like, look, there's some things when it comes to your journey that I can't really help you with. That there are things that you have to go out and figure on your own, because I'm not going to be able to. The Queen of Wands, she's kind of busy doing her own thing. With it being reversed, it's so sort of like this energy. She's caught up in diplomatic matters. She can't always tend to the page. She can't always tend to her son and her daughter, right? So that's the thing about this. It can be, and it's interesting too with this card. You see there's the sunflowers, you have the lions in the background, there's the black cat there, and it's reversed. There's this element, I think, Sagittarius, where you can potentially psych yourself out and feel like that you have like misfortune or bad things happen to you, or you're just waiting for some sort of breakthrough. But the thing is that you're just not letting go. There's this element of like you're just something that you're just not wanting to let go of, and you got to figure that out this month, because that's how you're going to overcome this hurdle and really move forward. Overall card for the month and how it's going to turn out, though, we do have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So we get 3 pages. All right. So we got air, we got, no, not air. We got fire, we got water, and we got earth. It's interesting too, because the way I'm seeing this in my head, because I'm an absolute nerd, it's like how starter Pokemon, it's always like a water type, a fire type, and a grass type. But the grass type and the water type are reversed. So it seems like you went with the fire type. It seems like you actually chose Charmander. And maybe training Charmander isn't as like, wasn't as easy as you thought it was. And even if you look at the anime, like Charmander was the only one that evolved. Like Ash had Bulbasaur and Squirtle, but neither of them evolved. They didn't even make it to their second form. But Charmander is the only one that made it to its final form. But you saw the struggle that Ash went through with that Charmander into Charmeleon into Charizard, and then not listening, stuff like that. There's an element, Sagittarius, where I feel like that's kind of what's happening here. It's like you feel like the universe is not listening. You may feel like God's not listening, and that's not true. It's your own stubbornness and your own unwillingness to let go, to actually see how beautiful that this thing is actually evolving. But it's not going to come without its struggles. It's not going to come without its challenges. But there's definitely this element too. The Page of Pentacles is not a bad energy for the overall. It's just the fact that because it's in reverse, there's a sort of impatience for the abundance that you're wanting to see in your life and come through. Now, I'm going to draw one card from this oracle deck. This is going to be the dominant planet and or sign and or element that you're going to want to pay attention to this month, right? So Sagittarius, I have Taurus. Well, your ruling planet is in Taurus, so you definitely want to pay attention to Jupiter this month. Being that it is, like I said, it's in Taurus, and this for you is, of course, your 6th house, right? So wait, hold on. Am I doing that incorrectly? Yeah, no, this is your 6th house. Of course, I'm a Sagittarius, so I should know this. Yeah, so this is in your 6th house. You really want to pay attention to that energy. It's funny too, because people get it twisted. People think that Virgo is like, just because it's like the Hermit card, and just because it seems like this boring, kind of mundane, everyday energy, rules like work and stuff like that. But with your planet there, like Jupiter is wanting to see the party in the ordinary. So there's going to be this element too, where, look for the party in the ordinary. Look for the party in the places that seem like there would not be a party there, because that's actually, first of all, that's going to be what kind of keeps you going, and that's what's going to keep you sane through all this. We're all are trying to navigate this crazy world right now because it is absolutely insane. But at the same time, finding that security and that Jupiter-like quality too is going to be very powerful. Uranus is also in Taurus too, so you have that element too. And I'm going to draw from the Answer is Simple Oracle deck as well. So, all right. I know I'm going decently fast, but I'm actually wanting to do these within at least 15 to 20 minutes. I'm not trying to make these videos too long, but I want it to be kind of concise and clear and just give you like this overall kind of look at what the month has in store. So, but overall, right now for the Answer is Simple Oracle, Oh, we got the card of thank God. Thank God. By the end of this month, you're going to be like, wow, thank God. Thank God I went through those moments. Thank God I experienced that. You may even thank God for the challenges. Thank God. You know, there's definitely this element of like the refusal to let go. And you're going to, this is a let go and let God kind of moment. You know, he's sitting here, he's been stranded on this freaking desert island, whatever like that. And there's finally a boat that's coming to get him. I think a lot of times what happens, it's like, you know, God will send us people. God will send us situations in our life, and we'll keep asking, like, "How come I didn't get this? How come I didn't get this thing?" And God is like, "Well, I sent them to you." What we feel like, and there's this, you know, this belief that's supposed to come in this particular way. It's like the story of like, what is it? It's like the story of, oh crap, what was it? It's like a whole parable where God essentially sent someone like three different people, and when he died and went to heaven, it was like, "How come you didn't save me? How come you didn't save me from drowning?" It's like, "Well, I sent you like a fisherman. I sent you this guy. I sent you that person, but you kept saying that, you know, it's okay. God has my back. God does have your back, and God is going to work." Can work miracles in your life. It generally comes through other people and other situations and stuff. It's not necessarily that he's just like God is just going to like the sky is just going to open up and then the sunbeams and then like just like descends into the earth, whatever like that. It's God works in mysterious ways. So there's definitely this element where, you know, God is asking you to kind of examine the sort of patterns that you are in, the sort of feedback loops that you are in, that's not really that's not allowing you to like really emotionally connect and kind of, you know, connect those dots in your life. But there's definitely this element where if you do let go, I'm hearing if you just simply let go, like things are going to change. And they have to change, right? But it's just as simple as that. Like one of my weird things, one of my weird intuitions is that by me like losing weight and getting in shape, I'm going to make more money. And it's like it doesn't really necessarily seem like a direct correlation, but oftentimes that's how it is. So there's something in your life that you're wanting to let go, that you're needing to let go of, or something that you need some type of perspective that you need to drop that because it's not serving you anymore. And once you drop that, you will start to see God work miracles in your life. So that's going to do it for your tarot reading for July. I hope that you all enjoyed it, Sagittarius. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. I definitely appreciate it. Make sure to hit the bell so you can receive all the notifications so you can notice when I make my daily videos and my daily content. If you would like a personal reading with me, you can follow the link in the description below. Without further ado, I will see you guys on daily videos. And then, of course, next, August's, tarot reading. Peace out.